Alright, go. Alright, oh, didn't mean to open that up. Alright, hold on. Do got to mute something for just a moment. I will mute that for just a second because I do have to do something off to the side real quick, and I'll move to. Oops, hold on. Let's see here. I can't. I don't want to share this yet, but this is. Well, what I call it. Editing that frickin' Mario Party video is going really well. Hi, how you doing? How you doing, Zen? Hope you're doing well. Wow, look at that. YouTube didn't screw up this time. Hopefully I turned it on this time. I did. Okay, good. Figuratively and probably literally. Who knows? Anyway. Sorry. Give me one sec. I know that. Hell yeah. Damn, that was fast. Glad it went well for you. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to I turned off text to speech for a second. You're tired? I'm sorry to hear. How good was the thing yesterday? What thing yesterday? Talking about karaoke night? I'm sorry. I'm working at sorry. I'm just I'm just Furry's bad day. Well yeah, and yeah. That's the thing, man. I mean, yeah. I'm not a fan of it either, but they're also like just a bunch of kids because how do I explain this? Anti-furries are just kind of they're either so how do I say this? Anti-furries are either MAGA or they're kids. Typically, a lot of them that are anti-furries are just kids right now, or like just teenagers that just don't understand what just what a hobby is. But lately, I feel like what we're about to get is a lot worse, where we're gonna have where we have mainstream people that are heavily douchey, like burn furs are making a comeback, and I don't like that because those people are anti-gay. Those people are anti how you say it? Yeah, they're anti-LGBTQ, obviously. They're super
I'm gonna make a turkey
conservative.
sandwich.
They're super conservative. They're evangelicals. They straight up just it's so weird to be a furry but also be an evangelical at the
Dog.
same
The
time.
furry's bad day. Thing has a RPE scene where a furry is RPED. Anti-furries are insane.
Let's
Everyone
see.
needs a hobby, something to keep them busy. But you need to have
Furries.
standards.
Let's see. Everyone needs a hobby to keep something to keep them busy, but you need to have standards. No, genuinely. Well, that's the thing. That's because they don't have a hobby. If they had a hobby, they wouldn't be doing that in the first place, you know. Okay, why am I... Oh, right, I don't have frickin'... Hold on. I need to frickin' bring up the thing that I had earlier. I just had to bring up the thing because I was trying to put... There we go. It's on the top. Okay.
Also, did you see the statistic I sent in the general chat?
What statistic? Probably not, no. To be honest. I don't know if I care enough. I'm sorry. Oh, get a I did get a new Ethernet cable. So hopefully it's just the Ethernet cable and not hopefully it's the Ethernet cable and not something wrong with my computer, which it could be, genuinely. I have no idea. I'm going back and forth between looking at my frames and not my frames. It seems like it's fine. I just have to be really careful about how much I put on the CPU. So, you know, just the settings also I have to always change. Let's see, and also yeah, statistic. Let's see.
I'm not laggy as before.
Oh, also, here's another fucking annoying thing. Yeah, I was trying to look up a tutorial on how to get rid of the orange light in my
Only really lag from my bad internet now.
what do I call it? I need to get rid of the orange light in my or on my freaking computer, and uh yeah, I mean yeah, I need to deal with my orange light on my computer because because I try to look up like a tutorial to get rid of it, so it would, like flash green. But the problem is, all of the tutorials now are replaced with fucking AI. So it's like it's just I don't know, man. I'm just not fucking happy about it because I'm like, okay, the biggest thing that used to be like a blessing on YouTube, like the largest thing that was amazing on YouTube was you would have like some Indian
Anyway,
guy
just
that
know that
was
Link the
like
Fox MF made fun of that one guy for using an iPhone. And that reminded me of the time he mocked my voice. So I left and started hating furries. Didn't even hate them publicly yet, and I joined that SKYKS server back, and yeah. Add before 2023 or something like that.
yeah, add before 2023. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. So before the AI generative AI bullshit, yeah, like some Indian guy that was like literally from India that would be like, it's like, here's a tutorial on how to make your router actually have a green light instead of an orange light, or here's how to set up a certain software, blah 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 blah. Like, and yeah, sure, he would have like a heavily thick accent, but it was useful. you know that's the problem, is now it
Orange. Like the Polish company.
yeah, no, unfortunately not. Yeah, well, it's an orange light. Yeah, it's so fucking
AI,
annoying
awful
now.
intelligence. Damn.
AI, awful
I like those
intelligence.
tutorials. They were no bullshit. Just does its job.
Yeah, genuinely. Hi, Divine. Divine. How you doing? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Your name is cut off, so I can't see the whole thing. I apologize. Um, yeah, no, genuinely, Divine DK. There we go. Got it. I just had to extend my chat like a bit to see it. Yeah, no,
DK,
genuinely.
Donkey Kong.
DK, Donkey Kong. Anyway,
Hanayo has arrived.
Has arrived. Hello, how you doing, Henna and the Dragon?
I ate
How's
a turkey
work?
sandwich.
How's
Pretty
errands?
good.
How's your day in general? Hoping well for you. Turkey sandwich? Dang, I didn't know birds can. I mean, to be fair, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that a hellbird is eating its own kind. I'm gonna actually. I should have used the restroom before I did this. So I'm gonna. Sorry, I'll be back. Just give me like 2 or 3 minutes. I know a lot of people like leave, but I promise I'm just taking a piss. I will be right back. Don't worry. Take like literally a minute and a half. So please don't leave. Hold on.
Good evening, Hanan Thedronich. How you doing? This feels like one of those elevator music moments on TV. I'm alright. Got home from a surgery yesterday. How about you? What happened? Tired. Went to therapy today. Fair.
Okay.
What do you mean what happened, Davine?
God damn it. Alright. Were y'all good? Y'all good while I was gone? Hopefully you
Anyway,
were.
furries are bad mostly. Keyword mostly. And at the same time they're nice, which kinda is confusing as shit. Like, bruh. One furry is toxic but the other isn't. What the fuck, man?
It's called furry drama. Congratulations, you now understand the furry fandom. Where it's
Haven't
like,
slept since 7 a.m. this morning.
where
It's
it's like,
2:09 a.m. for me now. Why did you need surgery?
Haven't slept since 7 a.m. this morning. It's 2:09 for me right now. Oh my god, that sounds insane.
Ad.
You should probably sleep. Okay, well, there's an ad. Of course, I didn't even get to freaking say the thing. Oh, oops. Hold on. let me do something real quick. Text to speech. Let me change it to every third message. Hold on. Include every third message instead. There we go. There's a typo in here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Okay, it just was messed up a little bit.
Add over.
Cool. I made it say every third message if the chat's gonna go that fast. So, sorry, Divine. I don't know if it's gonna continue going that fast, but we'll see. If you hear things less frequently, then we'll then we'll make the what do you call it? We'll make the chat a little. We'll make the chat read every message again. I just didn't want to have to like constantly have it go like thing after thing after thing after thing after thing like every 5 seconds because there was a lot of people talking at the same time. So we'll see. Anyway, I could hear you anyway. YouTube doesn't get ads. Well, that's fair. I'm glad they don't right now.
To Divine, we're not exactly healthy here.
Not exactly healthy. Yeah, nobody is, to be honest. Yeah, everybody usually in my chat has some kind of disability or yeah. Everybody in this community is either has some kind of disability or like something messed up with them. Including me. As you can probably tell. Anyway. Oh, Jesus. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to deal with... Hold on. 1 minute. Oh. Sorry.
Also, I remember I beat the Demon Corp boss in Anton Blast.
Oh, congratulations. Beat the Antona. Okay, congratulations. Okay, what was the thing you wanted to show me on a Discord? Hold on. Check that out first, and then we'll move from thing to thing. That'll be the news for today, I guess. So I should say. Let's see here. General chat, yeah. Possible to be healthy nowadays. Oh yeah, 1000%. Especially with healthy shipping unaffordable. Let's see. Given the prevalence of negative stereotypes about furries, e.g., association with sexual deviance, presumption that the fandom is a fetish.
Damn, I was going to list my health problems. Twitch decided to not let me send it. Said it was too long.
I mean, furry isn't necessarily a fetish, but it is a combination of fetishes. That's kind of the reason why the fandom is the way that it is, but sure. The issue of pornography is controversial one in the fandom. No, it's not. I mean, it's controversial because there's a group of people that just want to be a bunch of fucking Puritans, but it's how the fandom started, and it's kind of how, like, literally how the fandom even existed in the first place was because of people sexualizing anthropomorphic like Disney characters, and they were called funny animals, but it was just a fucking let me say this. It was created in the 80s. Furries were literally created in the 80s, and like people did a shitload of like drugs, and like of course people were like extremely horny. It's like, at least it was anthro animals, so it was anthro, so it's just a human but with like an animal head pretty much, but they like people were just incredibly horny and drugged up like crazy. It's always been a sexual thing. Literally the creator himself was like a person that did like a sexual thing with it. And then they denied it later and being like, "Oh, well, see, it's actually not necessarily a sexual thing." Yeah, it fucking is. Yeah, it is. Genuinely, it is. It's like you're literally, maybe, like I said, maybe it's not a thing where you're where you're becoming a furry just because of like this, like, because, or you're not like furry itself is sexual, But the furry fandom itself was literally created, was created by a group of people and popular because of a group of people that were literally expressing their sexuality. It's like it again, nothing to do with animals. It was more just people being gay as hell. But that was the whole fucking original reason why it existed.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it literally existed because it existed because the LGBTQ plus community didn't have a place to go, so that was their place to go. And it's so fucking annoying because it's like that's how we even then, I don't know, it was a place for people to explore their sexuality. So no shit that it's full of a bunch of people that have a ton of fucking kinks, and the artwork and YIF is so popular and shit, right? It's just so fucking, it's so ironic that they constantly try to deny that the NSFW doesn't exist, because
Fix it.
every
Just send it
time
in 2 messages.
hold on, what's this? Bad ribs after falling off a cliff a while back. I got a bad knee after it was hit. Oh, you're telling somebody about it. Got it. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I just genuinely don't understand why people don't think that it's sexual by this point. The furry fandom is just the LGBTQ thing, but it isn't a part of the main thing. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. LGBTQ is just who you're attracted to, but the furry fandom is literally just attached to that. It's just a subplot of that, right? It's just a bunch of people that can't really express themselves.
My health isn't the best.
The furry isn't. I mean, yeah, none of ours is, but yeah, I see the freaking wall of text. I wasn't sure if you were talking to someone else though, or if you're talking to me. Shit, Matt. Yeah. Yeah. It's just crazy, man. Because it is a very sexual thing. If you go to any furry page thing that's dedicated to specifically furries, like Fur Affinity or E621 or I don't want to say VGen, but VGen and Fur Affinity made a combination, so I guess I'll say VGen now. And DeviantArt and shit. I mean, this is back in the day, but if you I mean, it's still like this now, but it's a little different. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's still like this now, but
The most damage I've ever received was from an excavator knife.
a deviant fart, yeah. Received was from an excavator knife. Ouch. That sounds fucking terrifying. Yeah, no, so genuinely, it's just it exists because everybody was horny as hell. And but again, that's not a thing to be ashamed of. I'm sorry, but it's people should just embrace kink sometimes, I get the idea that it's there's a time and place for it. Don't get me wrong. Yes, there are a lot of people that, aren't sexual with it. But every time I've gone to a furry meetup for the past decade, it's been mostly sexual. It's always been mostly sexual. It's just
90% of men in the furry fandom view furry porn. Not saying that's bad, but just don't make it public like a billboard.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just them trying to make it seem like it's not a sexual thing is just insane. It's insane, It's so stupid. Definitely not a competition though. No, it's not, Anyway, hi Johnny, Nikito. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general?
Oh, okay. My message had bad timing there.
Sorry, Johnny Nekatomi. Sorry, how you doing? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Message had a bad timing there. That is fair. Okay. That's a controversial one. We began by assessing the frequency which furries view pornography. We could just say YIF, but I guess I mean, to be fair, they're trying to. This is a study. Also, why? Furry men were significantly more likely to view furry-themed pornography. I'm gonna say this very, very high, or I'm gonna say it's very, very, what do I call it? I'm gonna say this very, okay, yeah, so yeah, they say it's not sexualized, but then
was trying to cut a cardboard box.
96% of men view YIF, and it's mostly gay YIF. it's not, or it's not even like when you say yif, you're most likely talking about gay. It's like it's gay stuff. It's always like it's two men like doing like homosexual acts. So when you say like when they say furry pornography, it's gay typically. So it's just it's how guys are. So I'm like, and especially gay men are like that, you know? It's just how straight and gay guys are. But it's so funny because, like, the one thing yeah, that's hilarious that they never qualify is that it's like, hey, all these guys are like homosexual men. Don't get me wrong, there are people starting to get in the fandom. Like, once the mainstream hit, now there's a ton of straight people in there. But what's really funny is, you know, I'm gonna say something crazy that every fucking person has probably said already, but like straight people ruined this fandom and it started getting to the like this is how we got like the burn furs in the first place. This is how we got like the very like over the top what do I call it? This is how we got very over the top like furries that are somehow fucking evangelical but also like, you know, but also just like somehow like judgmental as like a furry. It's so fucking weird. This is how we got these weird judgmental furries. They're like, it's weird. It's so bizarre because you can't be a Puritan and be a furry. It's weird. It's odd. It makes no fucking sense. Anyway, but like that's a whole another fucking can of worms or can of anyway, most likely to view furry themed pornography than furry women. Yeah, also 78% of the fucking women even view furry porn. No, like no shit. That's higher than just the average in general. Like with people that consume porn. Like so, I mean that it's just it's such a sexual like community. It is. It's always been. With women, it's not as common though because again, it's like you know. This is very like I will say a lot of furries were mostly dudes and there's some women in there but it's mostly guys, you know, just like the gaming when gaming was like a you know gaming was like super popular at first, it was mostly dudes but now it's like now it's like mixed and shit but beforehand like it's the same thing with the furry fandom. It was mostly just guys and like gay dudes at that, so anyway, a bunch of gay men now trying to get an excuse to have sex, trying to find a place where they could have sex but also use a disguised name. Can of fur, like can of material, yeah, I guess. I don't know what I was trying to do. Thing is, gays aren't bad. Alan Turing literally, I never said gays are bad. Where did you get that from? This has become a meme by this point where you're like or Kabeko goes like, gays aren't that bad. Thanks. I'm like, never said they were. It's like gay people are just humans. It's like, they're just people that like men, that's it. Or they're just people that like their own gender, I guess, sorry. Like men and then women that like women, whatever. Anyway. I'm printing this at the top of the ears on Protogen head. Okay, got it. Okay. Glue on a Protogen head. Sounds interesting. I like gays though. Yeah, that's fine.
Sound effect.
And I like straights. I like straight people. Like, okay, cool. I'm not saying, not criticizing you or anything, Kabeko, but when you say I like gays, it just is the same thing as me saying I like straights. Who played the sound effect? Probably Omsk, let's be honest. It's the same thing as saying I like straights. Yeah, of course, It's gonna be like just like how there's good straight people, just like how there's bad straight people, there's good straight people, just like there's bad gays, there's good gays, it just like, I don't know, I literally jumped out of my seat. Oof. Yeah, it is just sound effects. I guess I had it pretty low.
Whichever.
Or bad, whatever. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Furry men and women both significantly underestimated these figures, 84% and 70%. Yeah, no shit. No shit, they didn't think so. This shows you the absolute hypocrisy of furries by this point. And it's just like it shows you the reason why I'm so iffy on even connecting with this fandom anymore, because they are not even self-aware. They're not even self-aware of what's going on. You know, gamers are not self-aware either, to be fair, but like this is just like a whole new version of like not self-aware. Anyway, we also assessed other aspects of sorry. We also assessed other aspects of pornography used, summarized in the table below. Let's see. All the differences between men and women were significantly different from each other. So remember, 96% of men and 78% of women are like love yiff, like the high end. Anyway, let's see. What percentage of furry art that you view as pornographic? They said 50%. 50 and 30%. God.
This is why it'd be funny as shit if furries were real and sentient.
Yeah. Like, I just, like, brother, they're so unself-aware. It is hilarious. Let's see. Percentage of furry art that you view as pornographic. What percentage of furry art that you own is pornographic? 20%? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. 20% my ass. 20% and 8% my fucking ass, dude. You are lying. You are fucking lying. If furries are not saying most of their catalog is not YIF. Oh, fuck off. No, that is just completely false. There is so many people, there is so many people that I know that like, or that I knew, you know, that I hung out with, and 90% of their catalog was sexualized, like a sexualized version of their persona. Ain't no way. That is so unself-aware. That is insane. If you're into anything at all, you likely have NSFW material. Yeah, exactly. 20% of buff TF2 mercs. Yeah, well, that's the irony. It's like 96% of them have like a porn addiction, but it's like, not porn addiction, but 97%.
They mildly want to be part of the O. My camera roll is only SFW.
Yeah, oh my god, dude, genuinely, that is crazy. It's like, I know that this is similar to the aspect of a lot of people that get like told that or a lot of the aspect of scenario where people, like anybody typically get like asked that, like a lot of you need to say yes to AI. Who does? Anyway, yeah, I like, dude, 90% of fucking people just genuinely don't understand, like yeah, they like, a lot of people have been asked
TikTok,
this question.
like a Brinks truck.
Yeah, like a lot of these people, like a lot of people have said no before, to be honest, to this. I knew that kind of furries would do the same thing, but it is absolutely hilarious that these guys think that, what do you call it? It is absolutely hilarious that these dudes genuinely don't, like, that these people just also are so unaware. And that's crazy, because there's like, you go to a convention, there is so much NSFW shit everywhere. Fucking everywhere. There is so much NSFW stuff, even when it's like not trying to be, what do you call it? I don't want AI bullshit poisoning our water supply.
Screw off AI, bitch.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, it is so genuinely hilarious how, like, unself-aware they are. Like, they're so unself-aware. They're not self-aware about the whole, like, the fact that, like, I'll get to the AI thing in a sec, but we'll move to this right now. Let's see. So yeah, they're just bullshitting. They're such bullshitters. Anyway, just trolling my younger brother by pausing his YouTube video playback via my fucking Brave browser. That is hilarious. That is really funny. Good job. Fun. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Pretty mean, but also really funny at the same time. Pretty harmless. Yeah, it's harmless. When you roleplay, let's see. When you roleplay online, I do that. I do what? If I could. Do what? Oh, got it. To their brother. Got it. Let's see. When you roleplay online, what percent of the time is it sexual? 34%. God. Okay, to be fair, furries haven't done that in a while, to be honest, because a lot of like the memes kind of killed it.
That's what trolling should be.
That is what trolling should be. I agree. Harmless stuff. Yeah, it is very funny that like okay, I do admit this is I don't know when this survey was taken, but I'm gonna assume it was a lot later. To be fair, this one is a lot more true as well because to be fair, like a lot of furries used to roleplay a lot more often, like maybe a lot longer ago. So I do believe that they're not really role playing at all, right? You know, I doubt that they're role playing, or I doubt that they're like that most furries are even role playing at all, to be honest. And like I don't even know if anybody that's role playing is I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. What percent of the time is it sexual though? I don't know. This is kind of a vague question, but like giving them the benefit of the doubt, this one I could kind of believe. But if you're role playing at all, to be honest, I'm gonna say that it's gonna be sexual. That is probably bullshitting, but also not bullshitting. At best they're just not doing it, and at worst, what do you call it? At worst, you know, they're freaking what do you call it? Yeah, they're just bullshitting. So I guess that's two opposite sides of the spectrum. I just said an oxymoron there. But anyway, in the last month, how often did you view pornography? 43 times. What out of
D&D
them?
is roleplay. I'd say it depends.
Okay, 43.5 times versus 10.5 times. I don't know about the women, but I know with men that okay, that one's actually accurate. He said in the last month, 43 times. There is no way that you do not view like that most of your catalog is not like NSFW if you view like NSFW art 43 times. Ain't no way. That's more times in a month. God, that's a lot. Even like I thought like at least once a day would be like some people would do once a day or every few days or so, but 43 is a lot. That's them saying that though, to be honest. So that must be like an average where like one person went way up. You know what? This survey might be a little now I think about it, it is probably severely weighted because there is probably some people that just outright deny certain things, and like with this they're probably like they're probably like, oh well, I view no pornography, oh I don't view any GIF, which is such
They might use
bullshit.
means instead of median.
Means instead of median. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're definitely using like a different kind of average because it seems like me, the young one sitting here, I do not care. I'm tired as fuck right now. Sorry, Anon. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like furries are just I don't know. There's something else right now, you know. I don't know, man. Just it's interesting. I don't know if this is recent or when this study was, but
I sent a haha funny portal 2 video in the submit videos channel. LMAO. It got Wheatley.
Wheatley, sure. All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just so sick of furries by this point. It like really genuinely makes me recognize like how bad this fandom really is, or how bad, you know, furries really are. Like, and again, it would be different if I just like it would be different if it was just online, but a lot of these assholes I met in real life, so it's just like it just doesn't they're just not good people. Not saying not good people, but they're very hypocritical. I'll say that. They're extremely hypocritical. Gamers are hypocritical too, but it is very funny that I have to compare gamers to furries. And it just kind of shows the genuine problem. How much sleep you got in? What, me or Zen? Zen gets barely any sleep because they have like what do you call it? What do you call it? The fucking thing that doesn't let you sleep. God damn it.
Replying to Hanan Thedronich. How much sleep you gotten? You a cop?
You up. So yeah, furries are bad though.
Insomnia.
I'd want a hug from a fursuiter. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, man. Furries are interesting to say the least. I don't know if I don't know if I can continue. Yeah, I don't know if I want to really I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I just don't know. I'm trying to give them a freaking I'm trying to give them a freaking what do you call it? I'm gonna give them a chance again, but like I said, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, anyway. Alrighty.
Emma make chicken flavored noodle soup.
Sounds fun. Do. Alrighty.
Replying to Zen the Vigilante, what time span? Like recently, past few weeks, months, days, general time span matters for this week.
Oof. Sorry to hear that. Oh, you're ready. Sorry, I'm trying to freaking start the playlist, but it's not loading. Come on. Come on. Okay, that's not what I was.
Maybe 6.
6 what? Six what? If you don't mind me ask. Not the number after it, I hope not, at least.
Insomnia, bitch.
Insomnia, bitch. Insomnia, thank you. That's what it's called. I forgot what that was. To be honest, I forgot what you were originally like. I forgot what that was originally called, but yeah. All right. No. Alrighty.
Constantly.
All right. Start where we last left off, and then I'll move to the next thing.
I got maybe 26 hours of sleep last week. This week so far, 10 hours.
26 hours. Jesus Christ. I wish you the best. Oh, they're boxing. I was like, what are they doing? Oh, okay. They're all like happy and shit. Got it. It is so interesting that like rats do that when they're happy. Oh, there's 3 of them. Ah! Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, there's that one. Oh, they're so fucking cute. Oh, yes, I love beat. Oh my god, and it's yawning too. Oh my god. Aw. Oh my god. That one's trying to clean itself in the background too. Oh my gosh. I always wonder like how they clean themselves like that.
Talent agent is
Oh, hi,
sitting
Gilbert
in his
Gottfried.
office.
Hi, Gilbert Gottfried.
An American family walks in. Father and mother, son and daughter, a big fluffy dog. The family has blonde hair and blue eyes and bright skin. And the talent agent looks up and goes, all right, let's see what you do.
Uh-oh.
So the father drops his pants and takes off his shirt. He's totally
What
naked.
the
He undresses his wife, starts fucking his wife on the floor.
Oh my god.
Then
Jesus.
the son drops his pants, takes his shirt
Oh,
off.
Jesus.
And his sister also takes all her clothes off.
Oh
the
my-
son and the daughter start fucking on the floor too.
Oh my
and
god.
The dog is pissing
This is a really big jump. Oh my god.
Turns around and starts blowing the cell. The father starts fist fucking.
Okay, all right.
It's my home state.
We ended on the daughter saying fist fuck. It was Gilbert Gottfried, but someone wanted to skip the vid, I guess. God damn, Jesus Christ! I was wondering where that was gonna go. What the hell? Good question. I don't know. All right, guess we're skipping the vid though. 'Cause someone paid, so.
That's the way my mind works. I want to basically address the elephant in the room.
I have to catch a flight to California. I can't get a direct flight. They said they have to stop at the Empire State Building first.
Oh Jesus, fucking Christ!
Young one.
Holy shit! Damn. Oh my god, damn. Okay, so I guess that's what. Hold up, that's the same screenshot from the same video, right? No, that's a podcast one. I don't know. Jesus Christ. All right. I'm gonna assume that was from the. Why does this guy sound like Chucky? Because he probably is Chucky, to be honest, or he probably voiced Chucky, to be honest. Gilbert Gottfried is a very iconic voice. He's a very, very, well, he's dead, but you know he's dead now. But I mean, yeah, he was a very, very good comedian, very, very good guy, if that makes any sense. I don't know. He didn't really use a lot of how do you say, if he used like cheap humor like this, he would typically like add something to it. My brain's still processing that last thing. Well, that's why I'm wondering, like that's why I'm wondering is what the fuck that one was even gonna go into, because like I don't know. But it's whatever, you know. It's whatever. Anyway. Oof. The Bad Bunny. Oh my god. The fucking, not Bad Bunny, but the, yeah, Bad Bunny, I think. Oh god.
Look out, my pumpkin!
Oh fuck. Why are you guys sending me Peppa Pig?
Also, I was on a massage yesterday.
Jesus
That company was called
Christ.
Ubuntu. I pointed it out that it was the same as that operating system.
Oh, hell yeah, killer. God! I'm going to commit war crimes. In Minecraft, of course. Her kidding the innocent again from that one podcast. Dude. Oh my fucking god. Alright. Dude, I... Do it, what? Do it. Do it. In Minecraft, of course, you know. Not yet. Maybe eventually. Theoretically, of course. Not actually.
War crimes.
No. I can't even say that as a joke now. Why do you want me to skip this one? Okay, yeah, no, I'll gladly skip it. Nope, fuck that. God damn it, stop sending me this shit. Alright, Jesus Christ. Or commit them in MTG. I don't know what MTG is. Oh yeah, I freaking remember the freaking Sonic.exe. Here I come, dude. Wow. I do remember this. This was very interesting. When this was like new, this was the only problem is most .exe stuff was like most .exe stuff was this actually might get me because I'm a bitch with jump scares. Wow. Wow. This is weird. What is this from? Oh, this is just from all the .exe things. Yeah, well. Wait a second. Oh, you motherfuckers. What the hell? You know, I'm even mad. Because this remix is a banger, okay? God damn it. I was wondering what the hell was going on. Guys, you know what? I ain't even mad. Jesus fucking Christ, that was loud.
This is just impressive.
Yeah, that was genuinely like an impressive like remix, Sonic remix. Yeah, I don't know, that was just an impressive Stevie Wonder remix. Fucking sound was loud as shit though. God damn, dude. Well, hey, you know what? You know what? You deserve that one, all right? Damn. I know you got my ass, but that's okay. Ooh, is this a TF2 SFM? Probably not, but... Oh, I always like these.
Medic!
I am fully charged.
Go!
Nice. Damn. Oh. Oh, there he goes. Guys. Why? Why? Why do you feel the need to do this to me? Again? You know, your question is as good as mine. You know, I'm just gonna turn on, like, text-to-speech after every single message. Because, like, it's very clear that y'all think it's the most hilarious thing to just keep sending the same fucking joke over and over again, but with a different character. I hate you. Oh, it's such a bummer. Oh man, I love F the anime. God! Stop! I'm skipping this one. Fuck off. I'm skipping this. I'm skipping this. Get out of here. God damn it, dude. Stop doing that. Ay, ay, ay.
Let's just skip these.
Yeah, genuinely. Yeah, I'm fucking, I skipped it. Fucking done. I don't even like Fortnite. Is this like the Moana, like, mixed with the thing? I don't know if Fortnite's any better, to be honest.
May still prove useful to me. I fear the same.
Does Fortnite have...
Oh no,
Does
not again. This is gonna happen again in a sec.
Does Fortnite have their own TV show? I didn't fucking... Does Fortnite have its own TV show? I never knew that, if that's the case. It genuinely, like, actually sounds like they genuinely got, like, voice actors and shit. It sounds actually kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Probably just something. Wow. I'm gonna fucking... Fuck off. Fuck off. Get the hell out of here. God damn it. God damn it. That one was... Okay, hold on a second. That one was unlisted. What the fuck? That one was unlisted. Guys. That one was unlisted. That means one of you guys gave me that before it got unlisted. How did you do that? Alright. Now. Why is he so... Why is it deepened? Goddamn. Damn. Guys. I hate how long I take.
Did you look up a playlist of these?
I hate how long... Did I look up a playlist? No. Fucking... Why would... Okay, why would I fucking... Why would I torture myself like this? Guys. I don't even know... I didn't even catch this one until later. Alright.
Brain quit.
Dude, I'm so fucking done with this shit. My
Who's the
God.
jokester behind this?
Who's the jokester behind this? You know, good fucking question. Good question. If I find out, I am just banning you for a day. How about that?
How many more?
I'm banning you for a week. You know, I don't know. I think we're out of it. We're playing a fucking clip from Guys, how many of these did you guys send? How many of these? This has to be from the same fucking person.
Okay, bye. Take care, dog.
Okay. That one was actually funny. Watching Ash get, like, fucking obliterated.
I think we're out of these.
That was... Ash getting obliterated was actually kind of funny. That was actually kind of funny. Watching Ash get obliterated. Guys.
Yep.
Wait, didn't this one just play? Hold on. No, this is a different... Oh my god, guys. Stop. It's the same fucking... From the same movie. Stop. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. There we go. Jesus Christ, we're done. We're done.
On Wichita's Island Park to watch a novel baseball.
There we go.
Craziest games
Finally.
in history. On June 21st,
Jesus.
1925,
I know.
fans poured into the 5,000-seat stadium on Wichita's Island Park to watch a novel baseball lineup. Wichita's colored team, the Monrovians, versus the Ku Klux Klan No. 6 semi-professional team.
I'm trying not to laugh.
This was a thing.
Hopefully it doesn't
the
happen
weather
again.
was a scorcher, 102 degrees, and the crowd was just as heated. In fact, a public notice banned all garrettes, razors, horsewhips, and other weapons from the park. This was, after all, the 1920s, which saw a rise in lynchings and a series of white attacks on black communities.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, it's so ironic because people kind of just don't remember that this continued until, like, God, when did it become illegal for people to even burn crosses on their, like, neighbors'
I saw this yesterday.
lawns? Did you? Well, that's probably you're probably the one that sent that then. I don't know. This is what's crazy about it, man. It's just the fact that, like, yeah, people forget about that, like, not even 100 years, or, like, literally, like, 100 years ago now. But when I was a kid, you know, not even 100 years ago, it's like 70 years ago.
Today's topic. Racism.
People are still, the people alive to this day are like, or people alive to this day, like, remember this shit. That's the irony. Like, I mean, obviously not like,
I don't know how to send it.
from, like, the 20s, but again, like, people remember when, like, when, like, racism was just, like, okay. That's the problem. You have to remember, it took till the fucking 80s.
Guess what? I'm saving up for the AOS R7 mini PC.
It took
because
till
it's got a Ryzen
the
7, so it'd be better than my current PC.
It took till the 80s for black people to basically be, like, as equal as white people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, like, lynchings and shit were still happening at the, like, we're not, like, what do you call it? We're not punished at the time, but it is crazy that people kind of forget about that. Literally, Gen X, millennials, and Zoomers are the three generations that, like, we are the first group of generations to ever just to ever experience racism being just not seen as a side thing, if that makes any sense, or seen as, like, having seen it as a bad thing. We obviously know why it's a bad thing, but we're also we are the three generations that are educated, like, not even late Zoomers, but, like, early Zoomers, millennials, and Gen X are the only groups of people that are actually educated on racism. And even then, millennials are even then, Gen X didn't even get, like, the full context of all that at the time. Millennials did, but but that's why millennials understand a little bit more about, like, black history and stuff, even though, like, a lot of us aren't black, you know, even though, you know, some of us aren't black and shit. But it's always good to, you know, notice it, because obviously if it can happen with, like, people of a different race, it can happen with people of different religion, people of a different sexuality, people of a different, like, people even of just differing opinions, you know. It, like,
how far are we in the playlist?
Good question. Probably not even halfway, to be honest. Not even halfway. Got a long we've got a long way to go,
in
probably.
the red summer of 1919, including in nearby Tulsa. This game, one of a number the Monrovians played against white teams, may have actually been a desperate stunt by the Klan to improve their image after their candidates were soundly rebuked in local elections.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, it's crazy to think at the time when freaking racism was, like, at its highest, like, peak, even people in the silent generation were even like, yeah, this is probably just bad to, like, let black people just be, like, you know, beaten to death. It's like, just because they're a different race than me, Like this doesn't feel very comfortable, and I don't want this shit to exist. It's very funny that people at the time that were around when racism was the most prominent were more sensible people about how they voted than they are now. Because nowadays, people just straight up think, like, make themselves the fucking victim. And it's absolutely insane. And I'm not saying, it's like racism exists, like, with all races, yes. But here's the fucking problem. It's like, just because, like, yes, everybody, like, because every race has their own version of it, does not mean that the fucking white man doesn't... What's up, Kabeko? It doesn't mean...
Do you know what an NAS is?
Do I know what an NAS? I do not, sadly.
No.
What is an NAS? Let me see.
Network attached storage.
Oh, I did not know that. What does that have to do with anything?
Also, 2 white Irish Catholics officiated the game, considered neutral given the clan's hatred for Catholicism. After 5...
Wow. The Ku Klux Klan even hated Catholicism. That is nuts. That is actually really
I'm saving
funny.
up for one, but to use it as my main PC.
That is kind of funny that the group that is now, like, very combined with the Ku Klux Klan is literally, like, was the one that was hated back then, and that is very funny that they were, like... It's crazy to think about the fact that you had to have, like, a neutral party, like, exist in order to, like, have games be fair, if that makes any sense. I don't know, man. It's so bizarre. Anyway.
5 innings, the score remained tied 5-5. Then a flurry of scoring broke out until the Monrovians emerged with the win, 10 runs to 8, which did seem to...
Damn. Hell yeah. And they got they didn't really get their asses, like, handed to them, but they definitely... It is very funny that they squeaked it out, at least. That is a hell of a good victory for American
undercut
people.
The clan's whole supremacy argument. Interestingly, newspapers then buried the story.
Oh, yeah. Huh. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they probably ruined... Like, because of the fact that the KKK didn't win as well, they probably lost a lot of funding because, like, a lot of sponsors were like, well, we don't want to, like, advertise the losers because that's, like, a loss of cash. So, genuinely, like, that is very funny that at the time, like, they were just like, yeah, well, like, even corporate greed at the time was still like, yeah, well, we'll do whatever's profitable. It's so ironic that, like, just nothing's changed. Anyway. Continuing on.
Story, because even though the stunt backfired, they didn't want to give the whole thing any
Right
publicity.
way.
A final humiliation in one of them.
Oh. Nope, it cut off. Cool. Oh, sweet, I love Invincible.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, I remember this clip. Guys.
Oh no, not again.
Guys.
Oh no.
Stop! Oh my god.
Is it acceptable to express gratitude via AI-generated text? Like writing
No. No, it isn't. Wait, hold on. What?
thank you notes, or if your boss wrote you some sort of celebration, but it was clearly generated via GPT, is that something that you would appreciate? Would
No, it's obscenely disrespectful. That's, like, obscenely disrespectful.
Oh, no.
Yeah, if you write like a fucking email, if you write an email with AI, like, that's obscenely disrespectful.
No. GPT.
Yeah.
You mean shit?
Sorry, you mean GPT. Don't worry, I'll move on from this, because I
you
talk
rather
about this
not
enough,
get
so.
something at all, or is it the thought that counts? I saw a video yesterday, and I'm not going to stitch it because it's making me increasingly angry, but the guy
Yeah.
on it was a principal,
Well,
and
don't
he was
give it
talking about
publicity.
how if he didn't use AI to express gratitude, then he wouldn't be expressing gratitude because that's not something that he would have time for.
Motherfucker, if you don't have a time to appreciate people, then you're just an asshole. What are you talking about? Like, bro, that is the most, like, inhumane thing to ever exist. Why are you a part of? I love how the idea is he's like, oh, I don't have
Just don't
time for
express
my.
gratitude if you're that much of a dick.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the irony is, it's like, well, he did it. That's the irony. He just did both. He just ended up, like,
My school district uses AI.
he ended
it looks
up
horrible.
he didn't only just go like, oh man, well, I, like, like where he just like didn't even show his gratitude. He also showed that he's like that he doesn't respect his employees. That's
Replying to
fucked.
Hanan Thedronich, my school
Especially
district uses AI. It looks horrible. Same. My school does use AI too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you have every right to burn it. Like that is literally a form of protesting. You have every right to burn that shit. And if they ask you why, it's not owned by anything. So you own it technically because it was stolen from your stuff. So, you know, people can do whatever the hell they want with that, but I've already said that before, so yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anyway.
My school also does nothing against bullying.
There's nothing against bullying. Yeah, they've been doing that for years, to be honest. Schools have been having shitloads of problems that never been dealt with for years upon years upon years, to be honest. To be honest, again, this is a really weirdly controversial take, but I feel like bullying kind of is necessary in certain circumstances, but also, like, you know, it very clearly sometimes doesn't
Thing is,
happen to
burning
the
AI
right
shit is illegal
people.
because it's destruction of property. MF. AI isn't property.
But it
I
isn't.
graduated this
It
year,
isn't.
thankfully.
It isn't property though. It doesn't quantify as property. It also doesn't quantify as like I said, it's also not owned by anybody, so you can do whatever the hell you want with it. You can literally, the school doesn't own it. It's not copyrighted. Because it's not made by a human. Literally, there is a law that says that's not made by a human, so they can't even charge you with that shit. You know? Like, a defense attorney literally could be like, well, it's not owned by anyone, so... Now, if you damage, like, the school itself, then yeah, sure, then you've got a problem on your hands, but typically, how do you say? Yeah, if you damage the school itself, then yeah, that could be a problem. But...
the Supreme Court said that if it wasn't made by human, it's immediately public property.
Exactly. You know, it's like the monkey that took a picture
I have
of
4 more years to
himself.
go.
4 more years to go. Oof. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Shit.
He didn't address the idea that it was just something that he wasn't prioritizing. He was saying that he wouldn't have time to do it, and he wouldn't be able to say thank you, so he can
Well, you're not saying thank you for letting a robot do it. That's just obscenely disrespectful. That's
Somebody
so
tell me. JK.
fucking disrespectful. Like, brother, oh, I didn't have time to appreciate my people. Appreciate my employees. You're not appreciating your employees by giving them AI, dude, or like by giving them AI responses. It's just obscenely disrespectful. Period. It's so disrespectful. It's just insane that these people are so delusional that they can't like understand. They're so delusional that they can't understand the difference between human interaction and a machine. Like,
batch generate a bunch of AI written. Am I just behind? Is this just a non-issue? It is almost.
Also, remember the time I
No,
said my face was
we're
crammed
not
through Android
behind.
idiotic? Yeah. They still haven't taken those down. And no, I didn't report that shit to the police because, for one, the police doesn't do shit.
time I said my face was crammed through Android idiocy. Yeah, they still haven't taken those down, and no, I didn't. Well, you'd have to sue the company, not necessarily report it to the police, because the police won't do shit about that, because that's not really their job, to be fair. The whole thing, you have to, like, actually... But the problem is, nobody has that kind of money, sadly, you know. And also, you're a minor, so it just kind of... There's
Suing
a
the
lot of
company isn't
problems.
possible.
No, it isn't.
Not
The soup I
quite
made was
the
really good.
equivalent of somebody having their assistant
Soup I made really good. What soup did you make, if you don't mind me asking?
go out and buy you some kind of birthday gift, and then that person puts their name on.
Let's see. Why don't you trust AI? I grew up in the 90s. Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit. Exactly. Like, it's so fucking funny, dude.
Chicken flavored
It's,
noodle soup.
like, brother, I grew up in the fucking, like, it's so ironic because, like, it's so funny. It's like, out of everybody, I would think that early Gen Z and millennials would understand this. Actually, I think most of people near my age do, but it's like, it's so fucking ironic that it's like, we grew up with films, like, you know, we grew up with films that literally like, films and TV shows that constantly have, like, talked about the dangers of AI. So how the flying fuck are we, like, fucking up this badly? How did they not see it? It is literally shown right in front of us. It's so dumb. This meme is exactly the thing that I'm like, this meme is exactly how I fucking feel,
It's a good thing I grew up socially detached from society.
You're socially detached from society? Well, usually that's a bad thing, but, well, that's the problem. I just don't get how the general public, like, just thinks that this is okay. And
Also, the fact that I used to make things via an animation program meant for the Isaac engine is proof I don't need AI. And no one does.
fact I used to make things via animation program meant for the Isaac engine is proof I don't need AI.
The soup is chicken flavored extra noodle soup.
Exactly. Here's the problem. It's just generative AI is fucking pointless. It doesn't need to exist. God damn it. Generative AI is extremely pointless, and we know this by this point. You know, they know this. It's like, it just doesn't need to be around. It's like, it's so funny that all these people still genuinely act like, I know I'm repeating myself here, sounding like broken record, but it is so funny because a lot of them are like, oh yeah, well see, I gotta use Gen AI. What did you do before Gen AI? Like, seriously, what did you do before generative AI? Like, you didn't just, like, not do something. I would understand if this was, like, 2-3 generations later and they're like, oh, I always use Gen AI my whole life. Now, don't get me wrong, that's very sad to hear, but people my own fucking age, people that are older than me, people that are even only, like, a few years younger than me are talking about the fact that they use generative AI. Like, why? What did you do before generative AI? I get it with boring shit. I get the idea when it's just like, oh, here's a Excel spreadsheet. Fine. AI could do it in an Excel spreadsheet. It can do it could type up a boring document of putting point A and point B and typing in numbers and putting in like words into like a spreadsheet for something boring, right? But when it comes to actually human interactive things that require human, like, being human, we don't need it. It is so fucking pointless.
When it comes.
When it comes. Anyway, I wish I had the funk music, but I would have to pull up my soundboard for that, and I don't want to do that. Anyway. Oh, God, it bugs the shit out of me. But they know that's the problem, is they know that it gets a rise out of me. And I'm just done. I'm done with, like, fucking even giving them any time.
On the card. But at least in that case, somebody was thoughtful in that act, and it wasn't just like, tell them how great they are. Here you go. We're putting all potential environmental issues aside here. That's not the thing I'm talking about. This is inauthentic and insincere, as it seems like it is, because when this idea was being presented, it was very matter of fact. Like,
partially because it will take too long to put back up the non-AI one. Google screwed themselves over, though.
Except the search engine, Google particularly, because it'll take too long to back up the non-AI one. Google screwed themselves over, though. Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, like, literally, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I am, like, I would recommend just going to a different website. Like I know that, you know, I would literally recommend going...
Did you say the word? I don't know exactly if you said it or not.
Said which word? Yeah, I would genuinely, like,
DuckDuckGo,
if you're...
hell, even the Brave search is better.
Yeah, I would go to DuckDuckGo for searching stuff, but even then, when it comes to even watching videos, go to, like, Camtape, go to, like, Odyssey. Odyssey has a little bit of a problem because they kind of been backing up on, like... okay, never mind. They actually kind of start fixing themselves. Oh, nope, there we go. There's an AI thumbnail. Ugh. Yeah, I mean...
I use DuckDuckGo a lot now.
Yeah, like, you know, go to Odyssey, go to, like, Camtape, it's, like, old YouTube, you know, go to, like, even go to Newgrounds, honestly, you know, try Glomble out, you know, like, genuinely, just try these websites, because, like, they act like old YouTube, genuinely. Now, I'm not saying that you can't necessarily go onto YouTube either, but I am saying, like, genuinely, like, just... I wouldn't reward Google for acting this way anymore. I'm kind of done with it. Or here's the thing. If you see an AI...
I try to use YouTube too much.
Yeah. If you end up using... if you end up going on YouTube, never click an AI thumbnail. Don't. Because it's like... Because you're rewarding the person for being lazy. I
personally love it because the video is stretched so he looks WID.
He looks wide. I know. I had to. I don't want to fix the thing up, so, but I mean, genuinely, hold on. Let's see here. Let me just disable that. Yeah, I mean, like, notice how these are like real ass thumbnails, What the fuck? That one's actually a little strange looking. Okay, that one looks a little weird. But whatever.
I had an ad. Sorry, what did you say?
No, I'm just saying, like, oh, there you go. There's one making fun of AI slop. Yeah, I mean, like I
took
said,
AI shit off my For You page.
yeah, if you ever see an AI thumbnail, I don't actually have any that pop up on here, but if you ever see an AI thumbnail, just don't reward it. Don't reward that shit. It's just not, it's not worth your time at all. Like, genuinely, I was tricked into AI slop. Oof. Yeah, see, there's even like other videos too here. Tricked into voicing an AI animated movie. Wow, that sucks. That sounds like that fucking would piss me the hell off. Yeah, well, like, here, even this, man. The fact that you even have to trick people in order to, like, it's also working, too, because it's very clear that people don't like AI slop, like, at all. It's very clear to me that if AI hoes are having to trick people into liking AI, then there's Dubis Goobis. Yeah, I've seen him before. I love the one where it's, like, I love the clip where it's like Kid Icarus being like, I wanted Spyro eating sand, not you, Goobus. Anyway, yeah, genuinely, it just, the fact that they have to even trick people into consuming AI is just insane. It's bonkers, dude, it is. It's not okay.
Good thing I watch Madman Fenrir a lot.
Yeah, this is why I'm just saying, it is best to, how do you say, it is best to, how do I say this? It's best to end up, just ignore AI thumbnails, at least. Because here's the best part about it. YouTube actually did something about spam channels as well. Like, hold on. Like, on AI slop channels. I don't even remember the name of the video, but, like, let's see here. See if I can find it.
I need to clean out who I'm subscribed to on YT.
Yeah, genuinely. I do too, to be honest. Hold on. Oh, my fucking lord.
Fiend Folio Reloaded's trailer is premiering in 9 hours. Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ. The removal of 50k
Good morning,
fake
Color.
subscribers and criticizing YouTube. Oof.
Emotional damage.
Morning Color. Hello. Morning, I guess? Sorry, I am trying to find the YouTube revenue. Not that one. Yeah, here it is.
It is morning for me too.
Yeah, here it is. The fucking one where they...
It's midnight for you, so it's morning for you.
I guess it is. You are correct. Trying to find the name of this video. Authentic content policy. There we go. There it is. Authentic content policy. I don't remember if I actually, like, I don't remember if I actually, if I already talked about this or not. But yeah, I mean, YouTube did do something about this, like, a couple weeks ago. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so we're not
I haven't
gonna
been here
watch
in a long
this.
time. Congrats to Modbird on the promotion.
Hi, Plain Water. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? It's been a long, long time since I've seen you. How have you been? I guess yeah. Like, YouTube...
Oh, hi.
So this was YouTube's... What the fuck? Why did they label their own videos AI? The hell? This isn't AI. What? Why did they label this as
Replying to
AI?
plain water. I haven't been here in a long time. Congrats to Modbird on the promotion. Thanks.
Why did they label this as AI? It's not AI. Oh, yes, guys, gotta watch out for my not AI video, I guess?
AI can actually
Like, these guys' AI videos. Weird. Yeah, I mean, genuinely, yeah. This is like a couple weeks ago, but yeah, YouTube actually did do something about generative AI, where if generative AI, like, is found on these YouTube channels, they just completely, like, they'll, like, just delete the videos. The only problem is, because of that, it also like I said, because a lot of these people, like, or because a lot of the AI slop channels put themselves under art, it's just like, you know, put themselves under like art and gaming and commentary and all this and like entertainment and all this shit. A ton of other channels are getting fucking, like, you know, getting stray bullets. They're just like catching strays because of all the fucking AI channels that are getting fucking demolished. And to be fair, it is a higher success rate that it is an AI channel that they're deleting than a regular person, but it is very unfortunate because they're also like fucking just trying to purge everything. Because not only that, they're also like losing a shitload of revenue because people just keep generating AI garbage. So, well, yeah, try to hydrate themselves, but it, like, you know, turns out it was actually motor oil instead. So, you know, and he just like ignited on fire even more. So, anyway,
streamlines the process, but does every process need to be streamlined in that sort of way, especially when it's human-to-human contact? But it seems like we're completely overlooking those factors. Ugh! I'm sure there's exceptions. I can't think of any.
Why using AI to write to friends and family is dehumanizing. Yeah, no shit. We didn't need an entire fucking...
I sent a thing in the general channel.
It's so ironic.
Motor oil. Is it crude diesel or gas?
Is it crude diesel or gas? Well, I mean, it's the cheapest oil. It's got like a bit of ethanol in it because, you know, because unfortunately it's running our oil reserves are running quite thin. But anyway, what was I gonna say?
Yo, Color, will you check it out?
Check out what? What am I checking out? Like, I ain't gonna be checking anyone out. You know, I'm not really dating anymore.
The thing in the general.
Badoong Ching.
You want to hear something stupid?
Me? Badoong Ching. Anyway. Sure, I'll hear something else stupid, though, other than me. Thing in general? No, I'm good. I don't wanna.
We don't actually use our local oil. None of our refineries are designed for local stuff.
We don't actually use local oil. Yeah, no shit. No shit. We use our... Of course we don't. It's like everyone knows it's from overseas. You know, the one place that every single fucking place got their oil. And now, you know, now they just basically are like, nah, ain't nobody getting this shit now. So fucked, dude. So fucked. Anyway, you know.
Okay, spoiler. It's a thing. I said to the red guy that made fun of my voice in the first place that I forgive him, and he said forgive me. LMAOI. We sell our local oil and buy foreign oil for cheap, even though it's worse.
Sell our local oil and buy.
I love the majority of our colors for usernames are red to orange.
Majority of our colors for usernames are red to orange. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of random with those. We sell our local oil and buy. I didn't even know our oil was like good enough to be sold. That is kind of interesting. We buy foreign oil. That sounds classic American. Yes. Let me let's take our original oil and let's take our oil and put a markup on it.
So yeah,
who the fuck are we even selling it to is the question. Because a shitload of people like used to get oil from the Middle East like all the time. Where the fuck do people get, like, who do we even sell our oil to? Hold on. Who did the United States, hold on, States sell their oil?
Companies. They sell it to companies.
Companies. Wait, like, hold on, let's see. Netherlands was the largest buyer of the U.S. oil. Netherlands?
See you pennies.
The Netherlands companies badooching. The Netherlands? Really? Netherlands is like, okay, that's interesting. That's kind of shocking. Oh my god, 419 million barrels of oil. And then...
The Dutch.
Yeah, Netherlands and Mexico and Canada and South Korea and Japan. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh, and of course we steal Venezuelan
Did
oil.
I forgive the guy right? Did I do it right?
Did I forgive the guy right?
Verb.
Did I do it right? Do what right? Jesus Christ. So apparently we're also selling
The thing.
the Venezuelan oil too, which is quite interesting. I didn't know we were selling that shit. That's kind of fucked. Did I do it right? I mean, the guy is just an asshole. The guy is just an asshole, Quebeco. Honestly, the Bling the Fox dude, because, like, you said, sorry I got mad about, or I forgive you, sorry I even got mad about that in the first place, and then he goes, forgive me, Lamel, I, fucking Zoomer ass. Not you, but him. Dude's a fucking dick. I just say fuck him, dude. Not literally, but, you know, should give a, like, I don't know. I should draw him freaking getting, actually, I don't know. Should draw him in a fucking something, doing something terrible.
He is 15, or at least that frog guy said he is.
15, that sounds like a typical teenager thing. Sorry, I'm just, you know, not trying to be an asshole, but, like, yeah, he definitely sounds like a teenager. Anyway, moving on.
This would just put me as a person on a list of tasks which could be automated in order to make whoever was writing those, whoever was responsible for expressing that gratitude, to make sure that they weren't inconvenienced, that they didn't have to think too much or take up too much time recognizing some kind of human achievement. Are you kidding?
Dude, it's like texting somebody. Like, it's like if you send, and I know this, I've heard this has happened before, apparently. It's like texting people, man. It's like, why, like, if you use AI to text people, why the fuck would I text you back? Why the fuck would I even talk to you? Like, that's, like, obscenely disrespectful. Like, don't... It's like, it's human to human contact. If you're not even willing to spend your time on me, why would I spend my time on you? Why would I treat you like a human being if you don't treat me like a human being? It's that fucking simple. And they act like I'm such, like, a bad dude for saying that like, these people are, or that these guys are inferior. They're not human. This is the problem, because like, if you text me with an AI, I'm not going to respond to you. I'm not going to give you the time of day. Just like you're not going to give me, like, you know, if you're not giving me the time of day, I'm not giving you the time of day. I'm not going to treat you like a human if you're not going to treat me like a human. You know, it's like they act like such victims, but they're like victim blame. They act like such victims. They constantly victim blame all of the time. And it's like, and somehow we're the bad guys. It's annoying. I'm so tired of these guys' absolute insane egos. Like, these people need to be, like, these guys need to be fucking body slammed. Like, they need a good punch in the face. Like, genuinely, they need to be punched in the face and just to even get a quarter of, like, you know, just to even get a quarter of like what they've done, you know. They've done some terrible shit. And you could say, like, oh yeah, well, it's the corporate companies that do that. Sure. But giving in to these corporate companies doing evil shit in general is not okay. Just like, it's like you're just helping that. Not doing anything about this is helping them. That's the issue. Going like, oh, I fucking hate, like, basically, like, going, like, not rewarding, like, basically rewarding AI or, like, just not caring is rewarding corporations. That's the problem. You're rewarding these very people that are trying to hurt you. It's not good. Anyway.
Kidding me? No. I don't even want to make this. I hate this so much.
Yeah, me too.
I could understand speech to text being the only AI, but that's because you actively have to talk to make your message, and it's not even guaranteed to work.
Let's see.
Can I do the punching?
Yeah, please. I don't care who does it. Can understand speech to text being the only AI, but that's because you actively have to talk and make make your message. And yeah, I mean, I could see that being fine. Because that's you talking through the phone and trying to, like,
I can inflict
text
burn damage.
somebody. Yeah, exactly. You know, I don't know. It's always so ironic because it's like, I don't know. You know what's the worst part? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like, it's from the most unstable people ever. It's like, if you talk to somebody using an AI, or like text somebody using an AI, or send, like, I guess sending like maybe a boring business email, fine, using AI, whatever, you know, like, that's fine. But if you like text somebody or talk to somebody, or like, or try to swap out any human interaction process with AI, you are not human, you know. Like, you don't deserve to be, like, you know, I don't know, like, what's the point of being alive by that point, you know? But I was gonna say something crazy. Yeah, no, you're unstable. There we go. You're unstable. You should be put in a mental ward. Like, if you're gonna be that unuseful, then, like, if you're gonna be that big of a problem, then you should be put in a mental ward, straight up, you know? Genuinely, you need insane therapy, because, like, you're not stable enough to be a part of, like, human society. So anyway,
And I can tell this news is insane. Scientists just built their own cell from scratch, using only non-living chemicals that can
oh, okay, here's the good, okay, well, there we go, boom, here's the good use of AI, where they're able to create a
I
fucking,
said this earlier and I don't think you saw it, but I ranked every boss up to King Dice and the Devil in Cuphead.
let's see, ranked up every, Jesus Christ, he ranked every, good God, Alms, Jesus Christ, that sounds insane, congratulations. Jesus Christ, hold on, so here's the good use of AI now. Yeah, fucking creating a single cell from nothing, that's mind-blowing.
We built a homunculus.
Oh
Life from
my
non-life.
god,
We did the alchemy thing.
from non-life, built a homunculus from the alchemy thing. That's fucking insane. I didn't know you, like, that's, dude, there we go, there's a beautiful way to use AI. Oh my god, dude, you know how much you can, like, do that, like, that could just, like, straight up cure cancer. Like, that's like technology that could
At least
cure
there's some
fucking
good, but it's mostly
cancer.
darkness and rain.
It's mostly darkness and rain. Yeah.
I gotta go. Have a nice stream.
That's the problem, is if generative
Oh boy, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
yes. All right, you have a good night, hand on the drench. Hi, you have a good night, hand in the drench. Hand in the ranch. Badoong. Anyway, badoong ching. Anyway, make sure to grab blue cheese next time. Badoong ching. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's a good thing that yeah, this is a good use of AI, where you take, like, you know, you take the moon and then you take the sun, you take everything that sounds like fun.
This is cool.
Yeah,
I hope on S ranking every boss and P ranking every run and gun, but that will take a while. Anyways, Emma chill.
yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, scientists just making fucking, like, single-celled organisms with AI. That's a cool thing. Like, genuinely, like, using that to make, like, a real-life thing that can make a real-life impact. That's awesome. Glad to hear that exists.
feed, grow, copy its own DNA, and split into daughter cells. So it can run an entire cell cycle like something alive, even though it was assembled
Jesus Christ.
piece by piece in a lab. They call it spud cell, really basic version of a cell. Think of it like a little bubble with simple DNA and protein making stuff inside. When you put it together under the right conditions, this little bubble
They act like making proteins is easy to do. Oh yeah, think of it like proteins. Brother, making protein cells is kind of fucking is really complicated. Yeah, think of it like protein cells being motherfucker, that's making protein cells. What are you talking? That's making proteins.
We built life from scratch. That's impressive as hell, my guy.
Dude, that is impressive as hell. Like, they're trying to, I know that just even trying to make it sound like making protein DNA is that easy to do. Fuck no, it isn't. Where the fuck do you like? Where do you think you get that from? Oh my god! All right. Anyway,
confused with feeder bubbles to take in food, grow bigger, replicate its genome, and then divide into new bubbles to keep going. Cells can compete with each other over multiple generations in a way that looks like natural selection. Scientists have been trying to figure out how to do this for decades. I've heard of the origin of life experiments in school, trying to replicate how life could have formed from non-life billions of years ago. Spud cell doesn't
Oh my god, that is fucking insane. That is insane that we figured out how to make life from nothing. That is kind of nuts. I mean, it's probably not from exactly nothing, but it is like a little crazy to me that they made something. It's crazy that we made it from like just something that is not as big, you know. Jesus, or something that might have not been as big of a deal. God, that's crazy, dude. That's insanity.
Totally get there. It's not alive. It still needs scientists to keep feeding it and babysitting the environment. It shows you can cross a huge chunk of that non-life to life gap synthetically, with every component known and swappable. This could allow scientists to build cells like Legos in the future. Natural cells are too mysterious for that. It could potentially lead.
The fact that I am hearing that they can make any kind of cell with just like random fucking cells, like they could just build
to make
their
RNA
own.
from DNA, but you only get mRNA to make proteins through translation. You have to leave the nucleus and go to a ribosome where all over the cell there are tRNA of 3 nucleotides. To connect to the mRNA inside ribosome, you specifically start with OG and then you go down the chain until you stop. That's how hard it is. We can do the holy shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. We can do the holy shit.
Let's fucking go.
Dude, genuinely, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, exactly, that's what I'm saying. She's acting like making a protein wasn't that easy to do. Like, they made proteins, and now it's like, you know, now they're just making single-celled things. And the fact that we could have a technology that could just build, like, where we could take any cells and like just combine them together and turn them into whatever the fuck we need it to do. That's insane. Like, that literally.
I am going to a psychiatrist tomorrow and my mom is making me legally incapacitated. I am gonna be a lazy sack of shit for the rest of my life. Let's go. Okay, bye.
Hold on. Going to a going to a psychiatrist tomorrow and my mom is making me legally incapacitated.
At least we know AI might not actually be what kills humanity.
Incapacitated for a psychiatrist? Ooh. I don't know if I like that. At least we know AI might not actually be what kills humanity. I mean, to be honest, it's still going to kill humanity. You have to remember that,
we could have a Grey Goose scenario.
Yeah. The irony is, yeah, it still is going to, but, you know, but the irony is, it's still kind of cool that we can at least figure out how to cure certain diseases because of that shit. So, I don't know. That is really, really cool to think about. But yes, you have to recognize AI already has a hold of like a virus that can kill humanity. So that's fun.
Lead to cells designed for medicine, new food ingredients, or even to help pull carbon out of the atmosphere.
Hey, bread. Nice. Sorry. Did she just say pull carbon out of the atmosphere? Hold on a second. I just recognized this. We could take CO2 and launch it out into space instead. Dude, that's crazy. Would that be... I didn't even think about that. We could just like straight up like scoop up a bunch of CO2 and like just launch it out into space instead, so the Earth isn't like heated up as much. Huh. That's She just said the craziest thing.
H2O, both of which are greenhouse gases.
Since you replace
CO2
with
I'm never gonna have to do shit by myself.
It's not that simple since you replace CO2 with H2O, both of which are great. That's fair. That is fair, to be fair. That would be kind of crazy though, if we could like, yeah, but that like, I guess, I mean, the thing is like, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it wouldn't be that simple, but like they would have to figure out how to turn like CO2 into like something that could be useful. I didn't even think about that, where they could just take CO2 and turn it into something else. And where would the CO2 go? Where'd the CO2 go? That's fair. In space! I mean, you know, usually usually a lot of like carbon monoxide leaves our atmosphere like over time. So because it doesn't just stay inside of our planet the whole time, it does leave the atmosphere just very slowly. It's just at a slower level than obviously human beings are, getting rid of it. Hold on. Like CO2 here. There's it was like a thing that was shown in school.
It goes up and down, then round and round.
It does, that is true. But we lose a little bit of it over time. Skip it. Okay, sure. I'll skip it. Why not? Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Oh no, wait, hold on. I just realized. Oh man. I just realized. Oh man.
Oh, it's disappearing.
I just realized. Yeah, I didn't realize that I didn't realize that this was the haha funny. You guys are so hilarious. I don't know who it is that did this, but if I I shouldn't have said that I was gonna ban that person. Genuinely, I shouldn't have said that shit, because now it's like, I shouldn't have said I was gonna ban that person, because now they're gonna stay quiet the whole time. Yeah, hold on. No, guys, come on. We have to listen to the same joke 50 million times. Come on. God. Oh. Huh.
Yo, who here plays?
Huh. Well, that was short. All right, never mind. That was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. To be honest, I was just gonna say, haha, it's hilarious. Can you look in the Discord? You're right. Hold on. Probably.
Oh, look, person with Reddit eyes.
Yeah. That actually wasn't too bad, to be honest. That was honestly fine. I thought it was gonna be far worse. Let's see here. Probably not. Oh my god, you guys sent so much shit. I can't even find it, to be honest. It's far enough back where I probably didn't even see it. Or they were a little fucking troll and deleted their own fucking message, which you can do. Which they probably did. I've been noticing that when people send shit, they've been deleting their message. I realize there's someone playing a fucking game here, and
I checked, not there.
Check, not there. Exactly, dude. I might be deleting their fucking shit, that's why. Because I just add these things to the playlist and don't even recognize it till, like, afterwards. So it's just, like, I just hit, like, I don't know, man. I add all these fucking, like, videos that you guys submit in the playlist. And I don't pay attention too much to them. And then it's, like, later I get fucking surprised when you guys do shit like that. I just wouldn't even notice. That's the problem. I don't really read the titles or anything like that.
It's tabletop RPGs. Show of hands. Yeah! Good stuff. Alright, for those of you who don't, the main gist of it is that you and a bunch of your friends make characters and play around in a pre-made world where plot developments and major story decisions are made by the game master. It's like the GM is...
Are we having someone talk about Dungeons and Dragons to us?
...writing a story around you, and your friends are working stuff out and providing character interactions in the context provided. Now, the unique...
Okay. Sure, I guess.
The thing about an RPG is that even though you're constructing a story, there is no main character. You're all PCs, and therefore all equally main characters. But because it would be boring if you were all playing the same protagonist, or even if one of you could carry the entire team, you're suggested to branch out and fill different roles in the group.
Well, also, yeah, just, like, fuck around a lot. Because usually when you do it the first time, I guess you try to play it normally. But it is very funny if you played it, like, a few campaigns, and you just fuck around the whole time, because, to be honest... you can just play some trolling. You could just troll, like, the whole time and just do stupid shit, because doing stupid shit is a lot more fun than, what do you call it? Doing stupid things are a lot more fun than actually, like, playing the campaign.
There's good fun in doing whatever the hell.
Yeah, it is just fun just to like purposefully do the wrong thing, because you've seen like what happens when you do things right, but a lot of times like when you do things incorrect, like there are usually a lot of times when they use like a reference, like a book reference, or they use like a reference from one of the books or something, they'll tend to like how you say it? Yeah, the DM will like I don't know. It makes the game a lot harder and you end up having a higher chance of killing your characters off. But I don't think really necessarily there's any real reason to care once you've done it a second time. So you generally just like make a challenge.
Stretch.
Yeah.
This one guy I heard of, he started a pub empire and basically became McDonald's. Video game.
Sounds fun as hell. Pub empire and started McDonald's. Oh, damn. That sounds very fun. Yeah, exactly. Shit like that, you know, where you just, like, don't play the game correctly, and it's, like, and just, like, consequences, you know. When will you learn? Your actions have consequences. Anyway, yeah, you'll have, like, genuine actual consequences, like, that you probably wouldn't get if you just fucked up normally, and it makes it way more fun because then it's like, then you have to somehow get your characters out of like the bad scenario that you put yourself in, you know? I don't know. It sounds weird, but it doesn't sound that fun, but it is genuinely awesome, so. Anyway.
In general, there are 5 major roles that have to be filled to guarantee a balanced party. Fighter, tank, stealth, mage, and healer. Now this is basically the party balance for...
Well, not if you're someone that's done it for a while, and actually, I don't know. I guess I never thought about this, where you actually do have to at least have some kind of essential thing. Otherwise, your characters will just... Yeah, otherwise your characters will just die really quickly. So I guess that is fair that you do need... I guess that is fair that you do need like something similar to that. So I guess I'll get her with an I guess. Hit her, abuse. Anyway. Isn't she lovely? Anyway, all right. Just kidding.
D&D, but different game systems lend themselves to different specific balances.
For
In a
game
like Exalted, a typical...
But it's not necessary.
I just fucking smack her. Isn't she lovely? Anyway. Now that would be a plot twist.
Balanced solar party.
I'm gonna get that person back when...
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that person back when fucking the time comes. Generally. I will get you back, whoever the hell sent that shit. You know. I will find out. It is one of you.
Basically be
maybe not one of you here right now, but it will be. I know it's one of you.
A priest, an assassin, a diplomat, a mage, and a warrior. And in a sci-fi setting, the mage...
Well, not you, but a lot of other people. So.
Would probably be swapped out for a hacker. But basically, the general idea is that each of these characters contributes a specific strength to the party, so that together you're equipped to handle a wide array of situations. So why...
I never realized that. Yeah, I guess if you had a mage in like a sci-fi world, I guess, yeah, you would have to swap him out with something different, like someone with like IT skills or something. That is kind of hilarious, though. Ah, yes, the guy that we need, the IT guy, of course, very essential for any team. Then the IT guy abstracts, isn't she loved? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done.
Why am I rambling about this? Well, because obviously you can also write a book like this, with a group of explicit protagonists, each with their own strengths and weaknesses, rather than one catch-all protagonist and a bunch of...
I was wondering exactly where this was going, because this person typically, like, reviews a lot of books. So, you know, this is typically one of the, book reviewers, so... sound like a fucking child when I say that. This is one of the book reviewers that talks about the thing with a lot of words and the really small text with no pictures. No, anyway, I don't know. I've been someone recommended me a book lately from where is it? Like what was the guy's name? From Michael A. Reeves, I think. I've actually read this guy's stuff before.
This is a good video, I promise.
That's a good video, I promise. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. See if I could remember the name of the book. Here, I'll play this while I'm doing that.
The most prevalent version of this is the five-man band, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. The five-man band is an extremely common and useful trope in modern media, and is generally broken down into the following character archetypes: the leader, the lancer, the big guy, the smart guy, and the heart. So let's look at these archetypes in a little more detail. Starting at the top, we have the leader. This guy is, unsurprisingly, the team leader, and probably the most generically heroic of the bunch. Structurally, he's the center of the team. He'll have generally developed relationships with every other member of the group, and was probably one of the first members of the group during its initial formation.
See, that actually makes more sense, because I was always wondering why in D&D campaigns there's always a guy that tends to be like the most generic character. And I think that's why, is because like I didn't think about this, but I guess that does make sense that there is just one guy that typically doesn't do much of anything. I guess that does make I don't know. I don't know why, like I just didn't think about that. So, well, actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. The main character can tend to be like, or I guess one of the, I don't know, the leader of the group can not be that generic, to be honest. They could be very, I don't know, I don't think that's entirely true, to be honest. I've met some people that, like, the main character, quote unquote, I guess, is the one that is a lot more interesting. I guess it's their story, so it would be kind of like more of a focus on them while you're playing like the side characters. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's entirely true, to be honest. So.
He's generally a well-rounded close-range fighter and is the least likely to have some sort of specialized ability to augment those powers.
Well, that's also false, because there's someone that fucking there's people that will play like warlocks and shit, and they'll be able to do like some crazy shit. I don't know. It sounds bizarre.
Also conforms the least to my RPG thing from earlier, since the leader stands a good chance of also being the hero, making him the central focus of the story and the rest of the five-man band's secondary protagonists.
Or sometimes if all of y'all are chaotic evil, then technically just the villains that happen to get themselves in a bad scenario and then end up doing worse shit, making things worse. Just saying. I mean, a lot of chaotic evil people, I guess, like, to be fair, a lot of chaotic evil characters can also just tend to be, like, the hero, like, you know, they can just swap back around, but they're just really bad at it, which is it's always fun to be chaotic, like, have a team of chaotic evil people, because then you just end up being just, like, you're evil because you just end up, like, evil or neutral because you're just bad at what you do, like, bad at, like, doing quests and shit, so, I don't know. Anyway.
But in a lot of cases, he's actually not given much more plot precedence than the rest of the group, in which case all members of the party will share the protagonist label about equally. In general, the leader is balanced, a strong fighter, and can rally the other characters behind him without too much difficulty.
Sometimes. It really depends on the game and depends on the character that's leading everybody, to be honest. I don't know if that's entirely true. I don't know. Just kind of played games before played some D&D games before that just wasn't entirely the purpose. Anyway, or wasn't entirely the best idea. I don't know.
One step out from the leader, we get the Lancer. The Lancer is pretty much a foil for the leader, which means their personal characterization is strongly based on the leader's characterization. If the leader is calm, the Lancer will be a hothead. If the leader is a team player, the Lancer will be a loner.
Okay, she's talking about very, like, basic fucking... This is like basic storytelling, more or less, but this isn't entirely true for D&D. This is like a very different kind of thing. Like,
They're talking about books now. They use D&D as a starter to move into the topic they want to talk on.
Oh, okay. See, I just was very confused because I'm trying to figure this out because I'm like, this just isn't true. Okay, alright, got it.
If the leader's inexperienced, the Lancer will outclass him in everything but leading, but in contrast, if the leader is experienced, the Lancer will explicitly have a lot to learn from him. The Lancer generally has a complicated and deep relationship with the leader, usually either a form of rivalry or jealousy, but in rare cases a deep respect. Sometimes both. The Lancer is also generally most of the audience's favorite character, because they're allowed a lot more character complexity than the leader, and
I mean, that is always true. That is true that sometimes the character that's a bit, like, there's more comedic potential with the character like that, to be fair, and because they can screw up a lot more, it does make it easier to probably write like jokes with them, So that's just basic storytelling, to be honest. So storytelling 101, but you know.
If the leader comes across as too paragon, the Lancer might be a realistic breath of fresh air. In some stories, the Lancer has a really good relationship with the leader. They might disagree on occasion, but fundamentally they've got each other's backs. In others, the Lancer predominantly exists to question the leader's judgment until he inevitably learns to respect the hard decisions and the burden of leadership. Or he turns
Yeah, that's true.
evil for a week.
This person is just like straight up like just describing every thing, like I don't know. It is very interesting, like when you kind of do take a lot of like very complex stories and and put them under this like
Trope Talk. It simplifies things for beginner writers.
Yeah, Trope Talk. Yeah, exactly. It's a series called Trope Talk. It simplifies things for beginner writers. Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm like because I know all this stuff already. It is very interesting just like hearing about like hearing all these complex stories be put in more of a simple like how you say it, a very simple what do you call it? Just a very simple context. I don't know. This actually is kind of helpful for a lot of writers, I would say. So.
I'd say it's about 70-30 odds on that one. Rounding out the central trio of the 5-man band, we have the Heart. The Heart is usually a girl, and sometimes that's basically where her characterization ends, but in the more well-rounded cases,
Well, I guess sometimes, you know, I'll let her
Heart
finish.
is just that, the emotional center of the team. She's more often than not a love interest for the leader or the Lancer, or both, but more broadly, she's the team member responsible for keeping everybody else grounded.
Yeah, and this does happen a lot when it's male on male, to be honest. It is very interesting, too, when it comes to, like, or female on female. That is very true. Like, Owl House does this. So.
By my homie.
By my homie. All right. You have a good night, Futuristic. Appreciate you hopping on by, I guess, for a bit. Appreciate checking it out for 2 seconds. All right, Futuristic boy, you have a good night, I guess. Yeah, you know, Owl House does that, you know, where it's like, where it has like the love interest just kind of be, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has the love interest kind of, yeah, it does a lot of tropey things with it, I guess.
In a dramatic world with personal vendettas and villains every few feet, having a character...
Yeah, where it's like a woman and a woman, I don't know. I guess, yeah, same rules, just same gender. So.
But yeah, it's fairly simplified, but it's effective
your
for a
other
beginner training
characters
tool.
from going too far, is
it? It's great. I mean, genuinely, this is the kind of thing that I learned when this is the kind of stuff I got taught when I was younger too. So if I was like someone that was like a teenager trying to learn storytelling, this would be a great fucking like reference. Like genuinely, this would be so fucking good this would be so good as a reference. So
a valuable literary asset. She's likely to be the most emotional and passionate member of the crew, and her heroic or compassionate instincts might be what drives the group to heroically intervene on the behalf of others. She'll be very compassionate and kind towards others, which doesn't always make her nice, but she is usually a nice person. Beyond that, however, her personality and combat capabilities are totally up in the air.
It works well. I'm not much of a writer, so I find these interesting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of the catalog that a lot of writers use, but I do, like, it is I'm kind of glad that this kind of thing does exist, because it does actually genuinely, like, this would actually help somebody that doesn't know, like, that wants to be, like, a writer, but doesn't know how to, right? This is like, a very, very good video for something like to help people learn how to, like, write stories, if they wanted to write stories, you know? Or even, again, if, like, this is also a good reminder for a lot of people that want to make, like, animated shows, you know, like there'll be, like, artists that will tell you, like, you know...
It's a good teaching thing if they want to learn.
Yeah, it's, like, genuinely... It's good if you have, like an animated series, and sometimes it just could be a good reminder for a lot of people that maybe are really good with writing, right? And, like... And maybe are trying to start, like, a series, or, like, an animated series or something. This is perfect for that, you know? This is a perfect thing for that. So you know, like, is it useful to me? Not really, because I already know all this stuff, but, you know, but like I said, it is good. It is good for people that don't know, like, you know, that aren't constantly reminding themselves of this stuff, you know? And like I said, could be a good reminder for, like, you know, it could be a good reminder of, like, for people that even are experienced that are like, okay, right, I have to start from square one and I have to do this and this and this and this and set up this and this and this and that. And then, then they can add all the extra, like, personal shit. So, you know, because this is kind of the thing that I do with, like, this is the reason why I'm trying to take a step back from, like, Fluffy Vengeance, because now that's not based off of a bunch of things, or now that's not like a, like, you know, you watch,
okay,
like,
just realized
like,
that
you
Bling Guy
watch,
is an
like,
asshole. Proving furries are assholes.
Back, just realized Bling Guy, yes, he is. Anyway, yeah, so it's, like, genuinely, like, this is the reason why I took, like, a step back from Fluffy Vengeance, because, again, it was, like, because back then it used to be, like, okay, you would watch, like, a group of people making, like, their own piece of a story of an overarching world story. So, like, there was the guy with the original source, and then there was the subgroup with, like, then there was, like, the subgroup with, like, their source stuff, and, like, with stuff that happened, and then there was everybody else, like, later. So there's the main guys with the main story, then, like, and then there was still, like, a part of the main...
to them. And then these same idiots wonder why they get hate when they allow fucking toxic sacks of shit to exist on their shit.
Let's see. Let's see. Very sure legit have fucking tragedy. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, I mean, they're kind of causing their own tragedy, but for one... Yeah, I don't wish death upon, well, I don't know, they're AI hosts, so I mean, I don't know. Look, how do I say this? I have a complicated relationship with furries, but again, yeah, I mean, they have, you know, they bitch about being hated, but then they don't fucking understand the fact that, like, they don't understand, you know, why when the answer is right in front of them. Anyway.
Mark Merlino deserved it. End of story. If any Ferdert is reading this, cry about it.
I don't know who Mark Merlino is. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, I genuinely, like, how do you say it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, so here's how like the GDI story went, right? So there was the main plot, right? And then there was two subgroups. There was the GDI group, and then So here's the main plot, right? Here's all the actions that happened. This was the guy making the main story. Then there was this subgroup that was known as, like, the GDI group, right? And those guys are the main group that you typically follow. These are, like, you know, but this was, like, the small group of, like, a few people that were a part of this main group that you follow.
Remember the 2014 MFF thing? I'd argue that's a lesson for them. Except they didn't learn shit.
No, they didn't. Anyway, yeah, so there was the main story, then there's the GDI group, and then after that, then there's all, like, the subgroups. There's, like, the FDS, like, this is the group that you were following, where it's like, okay, here's what's happening with the world, and then here's what's happening, and then here's what's happening with, like, sorry, I'm drawing a lot of arrows. I'm gonna stop that. And then the second one is, like, okay, here's the GDI group that's, like, kind of giving us, like, a bit of world building, or, like, the top one's giving world building. The second one is, like, here's the events that are happening with this group. So then you have all the other side groups making their other stuff, right? The FDS, and then I think there was one called, like, the FAGs, which is really funny. Then there's the FAGs, which is, like, you know, they were the people that, how do you say it? These guys were kind of interesting. These guys were, like, kind of strange, like, very unaware of, like, the fact that their name was literally FAGs, but they were a parody group off of, like, that was kind of like the Soviet Russia version of the GDI, pretty much. So, like, if the GDI was...
where they skinflate and their viscera scattered about. Their skin will crack like desert soul and their veins will bleed like the Tigris and Euphrates. As their place of Sodom and Gomorrah is ruined forever.
The fuck? Why are you quoting shit, dude? Anyway, the GDI is like the CI. Well, I don't know if I would go that far. The GDI is like what's like our group that's like still vicious, but not like, these are technically the good guys. So GDI are the good guys. The FAGs are like the bad guys, right? This is probably more like what the CIA would be, right? This is more of like the governmental powers, you know, but the GDI is partially good, partially bad. It has like some bad eggs, but that's the reason why they went to go join the FAGs. That's why the other bad people in there went to go join the FAGs instead, you know? And the FDS are the people that is like the counter group.
Of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Let's see, furries are the living version of, yeah, anyway. The FDS was basically like a subgroup that countered the GDI, but also counter like the FAGs. So, well, because these guys also were like far worse. So they're fighting both of these groups together. And then, yeah, so this is where I was, right? So this is where I was making like some of the extra lore. And then I don't think there was anything after that, but yeah, it essentially was like, hold on. Sorry. Just trying to erase all this shit. Damn it, come on. Yeah, so then there was me making like some of like trying to still stay somewhat consistent but make its own like sub thing. Well, actually, see, I don't even know if I would be up here. I would probably be more on the bottom tier as well. Hold on. Yeah, hold on, let me make this a bit bigger, make the eraser larger. Eraser properties, way bigger. There we go. Yeah, so this was probably the people that made like the these were people that made lore for like a still kind of its own thing, but like also trying to still make like some kind of canon, but sometimes it would be canon, sometimes it wouldn't. It just really depended on like what the people like up here wanted to make canon. So, well, not here. It was whatever the GDI wanted to make canon, or whatever they like paid attention to too much. You were basically like, this was the one that was like, okay, here's like the one episode.
SKYKS is a hypocrite. He shall be in hell when he kicks the bucket.
Jesus Christ. All right, Kabeko, calm down. You're good, man. Anyway, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I mean, there was, let's see, yeah, so there's all the side stuff. So here's the main story, the GDI story, which is still important, but then there's also the other two side groups, and then this, I'm trying to think if the FDS and the FAGs were kind of their own thing, because the GDI kind of used that as them as canon, and the FDS is also canon. So I'm trying to think.
Anthro animals shall never be real, and if they do, they should be denied rights.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Kabeko, chill. Like, full-blown chill. You're getting a little crazy, dude. You're sounding like the FAGs right now. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Anyway, chill out, dude.
Calm down, dude.
Yeah, chill out, man. Sorry, I know it sucks, but like, chill, man. Chill. We're in a stream.
You're a bit much right now.
Don't worry about it, man. Yeah, then there is the last like subplot, right? So this is where most people are, right? Where everybody that's making like I think we all hate kids, badoom ching. Anyway, except for pedos, badoom ching. Anyway. Yeah, but genuinely, so yeah, this is kind of where like
in any community. It's to be expected. Just don't let them get to you, my guy.
Yeah, genuinely, man. This is where I think I was. where I was like making like still my own lore, not my own lore, but like I was basing it.
No, furries are all porn-addicted freaks.
I was basing it off of how do you say it? I was basing it off of this one. I was basing it off of like I was basing it off still like the world, like the lore. I was still trying to respect all of this, but also make my own side thing, because a lot of times, like, while the FAGs and the GDI had all like a lot of lore, the FDS had some lore. It had like a little bit of lore, but I wanted to basically show like more of the FDS side, to basically make my own like not canon show, but make my own like series to like base it off of that, right? So, but here's the thing. Usually a lot of times what would happen is a lot of the people that were interested in my stuff have seen this stuff, have seen this stuff, have seen they've seen the main lore, they've seen the GDI lore, they're familiar with the FAGs and what's going on with the and like they're familiar with the FAGs. So I'm just filling a gap. I'm filling up the gap with the FDS, you know. So, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much what's going on so far. So, yeah. So basically, yeah. So now that, yeah. So sorry, I need to explain this. So yeah, after all of this was, you know, after like TikTok kind of got flooded by a bunch of fucking crazy
Coleridge
people.
Jade's dad Jade is currently in the hospital. That's why she hasn't watched in a while.
Coleridge Jade's dad. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope you're okay. Wait, hold on. It's Jade's dad. Jade is currently in the hospital. Oh my god. What happened? If you don't mind me asking. Oh my god. I hope you're okay. I hope she's okay, man. So, sorry, I'm all over the place. So yeah, I mean, yeah, so it's like, so the reason why I was able to do this was because of...
I think I calmed down.
Yeah, you're good, Kabeko. The reason why I did this, I'm sorry, I do genuinely care. I do care, man, honestly. Sorry, I was just in the middle of talking about something, but also that super concerning. Like, what happened, if you don't mind me asking? And is she okay?
She was in an accident, her legs are broken, and she had gotten a bad brain bleed. I have tears in my eyes.
Oh my god, what the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god, I hope she's fucking okay, honestly. That's... dude. That is fucking tragic. Oh my god. Don't tell me that. Oh man, that's...
She was in a coma for 3 months.
Coma for 3 months. Oh my fucking god. Wait a minute. 3 months? Then who was talking to me like a few months ago? Hold on. Wait a second. Then Alex was talking, or not Alex, Jade was talking to me a few weeks ago. Hold on a minute. She was talking to me a few weeks ago. Couldn't have been 3 months ago. Hold on a minute.
Her friend Amelia had her account to tell people.
Friend Amelia?
Okay, they disappeared.
Okay. I didn't even realize she could get, like, a thing like that. Let's see here. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, honestly. Oh my god, dude. Jesus, that's fucking tragic. Amelia. Yeah, because there was someone that talked to me literally, like, 2 weeks ago.
Graphic design is my passion. Stream WTF is this?
Okay, alright. See you later. Oy vey. ironic because it's like
that would be Amelia.
You know what's the worst? That'd be Amelia. Okay, see, I didn't know that. I wish your daughter the best, dude. Genuinely, that is crazy. Hope she recovers heavily. It's crazy, man. Sorry to hear that happened, honestly. There we go. It's hiding the user from this chat. Hate when people do that. Anyway.
Here will have her text you on the count 1 SEC.
It's alright, man. You're good. Brother, Apple guy made his freaking account March 29th, 2025. Jesus Christ. That person is definitely a child.
Child, I hate children.
Yeah, well, he was definitely the freaking some dude guy or Apple, whatever the hell that dude's name was. Yeah, some dude guy man on YouTube was freaking being a weirdo. It's so odd when people do that shit. It's whatever. Literally, his account's like a month old. Let's see. And Amelia, how did she even get access to her account? It's so crazy. Let's see. Amelia, I'm Jade's friend. After the accident with her, I had her account so I could warn everybody about Jade, or warn everybody. I mean, tell everybody? Log in. Gave it to me? Okay. Interesting. I just did not know. That's crazy. I wish her the best, honestly. So, gonna end stream in a sec, but God, I hope your daughter's okay, honestly. It's fucking
Hey, let me tell you how much I've come to hate First since I began to gain fucking common sense. There are billions.
Okay. Hey, Kabeko. Read the room. Anyway. Not trying to be an asshole, but read the room, dude. Please. Anyway. Doing alright right now. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
No, but she has, like, brain damage. Alright, have a good night, Kabeko. See you tomorrow. Just calm down for a bit, man. Genuinely. Going a little crazy.
Yeah, she can be demure or aggressive, a total support character, or a powerhouse, and anything in between. However, due to party balance rules, if she does have a combat role, she'll usually end up filling some niche combat capacity that none of the teammates explicitly have without much overlap. Being an archer is pretty common, or in a superhero setting she's probably psychic, but more often than not, the heart is fairly useless in a straight fight. So these three tend to be the central trifecta of the five-man band.
Let's see. Login, she gave it to me. She's doing it right now. Yeah, she has to go through. How are you able to listen to stream and text through Discord? Are you and this friend like in the same hospital? I'm sorry. Just wondering how you guys are in the same place right now. Right next to her. Just feels like a strange situation, but alright. I'm just wondering how you're listening to the stream at the same time then. I don't know. It's interesting, because you messaged me when he was like talking to me. Anyway, doesn't matter right now. Well, it does, not saying that, Jade doesn't matter. I'm saying that, like, doesn't matter how it's happening. Anyway, computer. Want a tab? Aren't you guys... Wait, hold on. So, I'm just confused, because so you guys are...
Alright, me back.
If I'm on your computer, then how are you watching... I don't know, if I'm on your computer, then how are you guys at the hospital? I'm so confused. Are you on a desktop? Or... Sorry, things just aren't matching up here.
I only think of one show when it comes to the 5-man band, Teen Titans.
I think of one show when it comes to the 5-man band, Teen Titans. Yeah, Teen Titans is definitely laptop movable. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little tired right now, so I'm not really thinking too much about it. I don't know how to explain it. My brain is just kind of just all over the place right now. I was gonna stream pretty soon here, but yeah, part of me doesn't want to now because freaking, just worried. Alright, I get it. Well, yeah. Gotta work tomorrow too.
Did I miss something with Cubeaco?
Yeah, he had a bit of a tiff. Some freaking furry server. That dude keeps going in and out of that fucking furry server like it's, he keeps, like, fucking interacting with, like, the furry groups and, like, God love work, yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, he keeps going back and forth.
Good luck and good night, or day for some people.
Yeah, he was going back and forth between, freaking, what do you call it? He was going back and forth between, like, I don't know. He keeps joining this, like, furry group back and forth, like it's gonna change anything. Like, dude just needs to stop freaking interacting with those guys, because, like, they're genuinely just really bad. What the hell? Why is his arms red now? How did I do that? Let's see here.
Should I try S-ranking the bosses after I ranked every boss?
S-ranking the bosses after I ranked every boss? I mean, up to you, Omsk. S-rank? No, that will drive you crazy. Anyway. Alright. Well, I am going to snooze. So, y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. I'm supposed to do something really funny. Hold on. I'm supposed to do a bit before what do you call it? Before we end stream.
Well. Can I get head pat?
Hold on. You know what? Sure. Hold on.
I'll allow it.
Hold on. One moment. Let me, sec. Let me actually, you know what? Sure, I'll give it a shot. Moment. All right, sure. Here, let me just give you a little